Faithful Niner Empire. What's good? You know who it is. It's your boy, Jay intheBay. And right now, the 49ers game is still on. Looks like the 49ers are leading the Chargers 15-10. The fourth quarter with about 13 minutes to go. And it looks like Nate Sudfeld uh, is in at quarterback for the offense. So what are you guys thoughts on the game so far? Let me know in them comments. Let's see. Thoughts on trade. What are you guys' thoughts on Trey Lance's performance right now? I thought both quarterbacks had a shaky first half. Jimmy G and Trey, they both looked a little shaky. Obviously, Trey had led a 6-play drive at the end of the first half to get a touchdown. He had a huge play to Trent Sherfield at the end of the first half. And what I love what Trey did on that play to Trent Sherfield. Trent Sherfield looked like he ran like an out and up or a fade route, and Trey Lance anticipated the throw. So he didn't wait until, well, first he knew that it was zone coverage, and then he didn't wait until Trent Sherfield was wide open. He threw the ball with anticipation. And that was definitely one thing that I saw that was great with Trey. Obviously, there's a lot of skill set there, and I can see why Trey was picked with the number 3 overall pick. And looks like the 49ers just fumbled the bad snap, center quarterback exchange, and looks like the Chargers got the ball back. But I gotta say, what's good to DC the Bayou Bengal? He says, "What up, Jay? How you doing on a Sunday night, DC the Bayou Bengal? Amin the Dream, what's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream, man. How's your Sunday night going? It's Golden Grizz YouTube. What's good? Appreciate you tuning in to the stream, man. Trent in the sip. What's good? Thanks for tuning in to the stream. Are you enjoying the game? Let me know in them comments." He says, "What's up, Jay? Watching game now." Niner Faithful says Trey had a rough start, but I like what I saw after. I agree. Obviously he has the ability to scramble. He did that well when he scrambled. He did that. There were opportunities where he could have scrambled more, but he just didn't take that risk. Trey does a great job. He looks downfield. It seems like he's always looking downfield for that deep throw. And then there are times where he should throw it to the man in the check down, like a running back running out of the flat, 5 yards away from the line of scrimmage. It seems like Trey should, take advantage of those possessions or those passes more often, because then he holds on the ball for long amounts of time, and then sometimes he gets sacked. So, but he's a rookie. He'll learn this as his career progresses. But yeah, he was a little shaky in the first half. Obviously, he made up for it the last drive in the first half, and then in the second half too. He looked good. He looked good. Granted, he is doing this against a second or third string defense, but he definitely looked good after that shaky start. The Sports Blitz, what's good? Thanks for tuning in to the stream, the Sports Blitz. How's your Sunday night going? Are you enjoying the game right now? Bay Facts, what's good? Thanks for tuning in to the stream. He says, yes, sir. Niner Faithful says, right now, Trey's learning, so that's good. Absolutely. He's learning on the job. It's great to see Trey Lance in preseason. It's good to see him, develop as a quarterback. You can tell he's still raw at the position, but he's got all the attributes you want. He's got the strong arm. He's got the legs. He has the intellect. He just needs more experience. And obviously, I wish I would have saw more from Jimmy, but Trey continues to look good, and I'm looking forward to see what both quarterbacks can do next week against the good old Las Vegas Raiders in Santa Clara. 49er Minded, what's good? Appreciate you joining the stream, 49er Minded. You enjoying the game so far? What do you think? What did you think of Trey Lance's performance? Let me know in them comments. Let's see. Manuel Martinez, what's good? Appreciate you joining the stream, Mr. Martinez. He says, "What it do, Jay? I'm doing good. I like that avatar you got there." And it looks like the Chargers have the ball. Looks like it's 1st and 15. The quarterback just threw about a 2-yard pass. Now it's 2nd and 13. Chargers have the ball. Fourth quarter. Let's see. So 49ers. Chargers 10. So this is a current score. Looks like the Chargers have the ball. It looks like the Chargers quarterback gets sacked by number 43. I think that's the safety. NICAU, I believe, the safety. So that's a good play by him. Let's see. Let's continue on with the comments. Let's see. 49ers Ultimate Report says, I'm having a live stream in 20 minutes. Can come in. What's good? 49ers Ultimate Report. You enjoying the game, man? 49er Minded says, I mean, the dream thinks I talk like Jay in the Bay. That's funny. Looks like 3rd and 31. Chargers throw a screen pass to get about 2 yards, and it looks like the Chargers will have to punt the ball. Let's see. Trent in the SIP says, just glad football is back. No, I dig it. I'm glad too. It's good to see football back on Sundays, and I'm very excited for the season to start. I'm glad we only have 3 preseason games, so that way we can get to the regular season games. And it looks like the Chargers are punting the ball now. Richie James Jr. is back for the punt return. All right, Richie James Jr. takes the punt. All right, looks like he has a good return. Looks like he goes about 15 to 20 yards. That's a solid punt return by Richie James Jr. Nice job. Niner Faithful says, yeah, I notice he often hesitates before scrambling. Yeah, because I think Trey, he doesn't want to, his first instinct, he doesn't want to just run the ball, run out of the pocket. That's not what it seems like. It seems like he wants to hold on to the ball. He wants to find a receiver downfield. And I respect that. And I think that's great that he's doing that. But then you have to be able to sense when you're in the pocket to rush. He held on to the ball a few times, and he couldn't really feel the rush. And unfortunately he got sacked. So, but he's a rookie, right? He's a rookie. That's why these are valuable snaps. And he'll learn that, hey, the big play is not always down there. Sometimes it's better just to hit the check down running back or the receiver who's closest to the line of scrimmage, just to get the ball out, so that way you don't get sacked. But I definitely like what I see. That's for sure. 49er Miner says, I think you meant to say Shook is in the beginning, but he showed out. Yeah. He looked a little nervous in the beginning, but I think he definitely got settled in. Definitely at the end of the first half with that 6-play drive, a great pass to Trent Sherfield. I love how he anticipated the throw. Like, he didn't wait until Sherford got open. He recognized it was zone coverage. He saw the linebacker was not going to run with Sherfield, and as soon as Sherfield was running past the linebacker, Trey Lance threw the ball, and that was a great throw, great catch, great run. And it seems like Sherfield and Lance have a good rapport with each other. Definitely seems that way. Yeah, shaky. Yeah, definitely. Niner Faithful says we just got a sack. Yep. Starscream Sub-Zero 26. What's good? Thanks for tuning in to the stream, man. Rams House says, how has Lance done? I think overall, this is probably Lance's best preseason game, I would say. Through 2 touchdown passes, one to Travis Benjamin, and I forgot who the other receiver was who got that, but yeah, it's Travis Benjamin and another receiver. He could have had a 2-point conversion. He could have ran the ball, but there's a penalty. That's another thing I want to talk about. So in the first half of the game, man, the defense was playing good. It was playing hard, but they kept getting penalties, and penalties and turnovers are definitely not a recipe for success to win games in the NFL. And that was disappointing to see where the penalties by the 49ers defense. It was way too many. So it looks like the 49ers are back on offense. Nate Suffield's under center, I formation, play action to Hasty. Sudfeld runs out of the pocket and he throws the ball away. And we are in the fourth quarter, still the same score. There's about 9 minutes and 58 seconds left. DeAndre Hopkins, what's good? Appreciate you joining the stream, DeAndre. Thank you for blessing us with your presence today, DeAndre Hopkins. He says 1 week of preseason until the regular season starts. Exactly. Yeah, I can't wait. It's like Sudfeld hands the ball off to Hasty, shotgun formation. Hasty gets about 7 yards. Yeah, DeAndre Hopkins, y'all going to the playoffs this year, man? Let me know in them comments. DeAndre Hopkins, D-Hop, y'all going to the playoffs this year, man? Rams House says 21 days till kickoff. It can't come any sooner, man. It cannot come any sooner. Rams House, who do you guys play in your last preseason game? Rams House said, yeah, 21 days till kickoff for the Rams. Yeah. I appreciate everyone tuning in. It's supposed to be a post game, but obviously the 49ers game is still on. But make sure you hit the thumbs up button for the stream. Let YouTube and I know that you're enjoying the stream. I thought that was definitely in the first half. The penalties were definitely an issue for the 49ers, especially on the defensive side of the ball. That was annoying to see. I would say Samson had a sack, and Jordan Willis had a sack for a safety. That was definitely good to see from the defensive line. Samson getting pressure, and also Jordan Willis. It's unfortunate that Jordan Willis, he's going to be out for 6 weeks due to, I believe he had a PED suspension. But at least when he comes back, he's going to have fresh legs. And that was a great play by Jordan Willis to get a sack for safety. That was nice to see. And that happened in the first half. Let's see. John, what's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream, John. Let's see. He says thoughts on Jalen Moore's progress, getting a lot of first-team reps at offensive tackle. Yeah, I mean, I think he looks solid. You know, Trent Williams obviously is a starter, the big silverback Trent Williams, and you know, Jalen Moore is making the most out of his opportunity. Obviously, he's a rookie, 5th-round draft pick, and he's showing a lot of promise at that position. Maybe he could switch over to right tackle next year. Depends on if Mike McGlinchey will be here or not. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I think Jalen Moore looks solid. He looks stout today, and I didn't notice a ton of pressure by the Chargers in the first half of the game today. I didn't notice much. But yeah, I like what I see from Jalen Moore. Hopefully he keeps it up, because I would be surprised if Trent Williams plays next week. I know Shanahan said that, you know, it will be reevaluated, but I would be surprised if Trent Williams plays next Sunday. So we'll probably see more of Jalen Moore, which is good. He's going to definitely need the reps, the snaps, that's for sure. And so it looks like there might have been an injury. Let's see. Ooh, that didn't look good. Number 58, Clemente, the veteran offensive lineman we signed about a few weeks ago. Looks like he had to be. Looks like he was hurt. So hopefully it's nothing too serious. John says, will Lance have more designed run plays like the 2-point conversion? Seems like all of the runs from Lance are when the pocket collapses. That's a great question. Maybe I think that Shanahan doesn't want to reveal those types of plays. I think he wants to keep those plays under wrap. Maybe he'll unleash Lance in the regular season in some of those plays where they're like designed runs. And right now the 49ers are punting the ball away to the Chargers. And it looks like the Chargers are fair catching the ball. So it looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 8-yard line for the Chargers. But yeah, I think Shanahan is not – he doesn't want those plays out on film. He wants to wait until the regular season to unleash Lance on those run plays. But yeah, that was an excellent a play design, right, for that 2-point conversion. Unfortunately, there was a penalty, so that conversion did not go through. But yeah, it seems like Lance, he only runs when the pocket collapses and there's no receiver open, and also, he's about to get sacked. But it seems like Lance wants to look downfield. He doesn't want to run right off the bat. Like, he's not like playing like Kaepernick. The first read isn't there. He's off and running, which sometimes Lance should do to kind of avoid the sack and not hold the ball long. But he's still a rookie, and he will definitely learn. Chargers have the ball. Looks like a running play. Looks like he's going to lose 2 yards. Trent in the SIP. How much of a chance does the 49ers have at winning the Super Bowl? I think they have a pretty good chance. Obviously, if we get to the playoffs, it's basically whichever team is hot. But yeah, I think we have a good chance because I think we're a playoff team. I definitely think we're a playoff team. I think we should win between, I would say, at least 11 to 12 games this year. I would say 12 and 5. So as long as we get into the playoffs, I think we definitely have a chance to get there. That's for sure. Looks like a 4-yard pass for the Chargers. Looks like it's 3rd and 7 right now for the Chargers. 49ers D playing solid. It looks like a 3rd and 7. I think the defense overall has been playing well. Other than the penalties, I think the defense has played pretty solid. I just wish the Chargers would have played their first-string players so we can get a better idea. It looks like a 3rd and 7, shotgun formation. Chargers looks like they get the first down on a quick slant. Good pass and catch. Looks like a first down, Chargers. But yeah, I wish the Raiders, I wish the Chargers would have put their first-string players in. But unfortunately, we did not see that. Hopefully, the Raiders game next week will be playing against the Raiders' first team defense and offense. Luke Luna, what's good? Appreciate you joining the stream, Luke. Luke says if receivers get hands on the ball, they need to catch them, especially Jimmy G passes, because he doesn't throw them as hard. Yeah, and that's definitely a debate, Luke, about this is professional football. The circumstances won't be perfect. Unfortunately, Jimmy G did throw a high pass to the Ayuk show, and unfortunately, Ayuk, dropped the pass. I mean, it was high, but Ayuk, as a receiver, if you put your hands on the ball, I feel like you got to catch it. And I'm sure Ayuk feels the same way. I'm sure he feels like he should have caught it. And the same thing with Trey Lance, who threw that high pass to, I think it was it Debo? I think Debo. Yeah, Trey Lance had one high pass to Debo, and it was incomplete. And then he had another high pass. I think it was to Sanu, and that was an interception. So, I feel like if the receiver gets their hands on the ball, they should catch it. Obviously, they were high passes, though. But this is the pros, baby. This is the best of the best. You gotta make a play when the opportunity presents itself. So let's see. Trent in the SIP says going to be hard just to win the NFC West. Now I agree. I think at least 2 teams though from the NFC West will go to the playoffs. There's no doubt the Rams, the Seahawks, and the Cardinals will all be tough teams to beat. But I think we have as good a shot as any to win the division or at least get a playoff wild card. So 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Looks like they hand the ball off to the running back. Running back gets about 4 or 5 yards. Yeah, in addition to what else happened in the first half? Um, yeah, you're not going to win games by turning over the ball on offense, which we did in the first half, and then also with the defensive penalties. Those were definitely discouraging. Looks like Chargers rollout pass, first down. That's a nice 15-yard pass. So it looks like the Chargers, the LA Chargers, they're moving the ball up the field. Let's see. Luke Luna says Lance ended a drive throwing high and behind to Debo, then went high, hard, and above Sanu. So no one can bag Jimmy for his high and leading throw. If not, blaming Lance. Yeah, I think you got to be. I mean, if you're saying that Jimmy G's throws are high, and I mean, you got to say Lance's throws are high as well. Yeah, you got to be fair to both players. Yes, because both of them throw high way too often. But Jimmy, how many series did Jimmy have? It seemed like he only had 2 series. It seemed like for Jimmy. I don't think he got back in the game after Lance came in. Correct me if I'm wrong, but after Lance came in, I don't think Jimmy got back in the game. So obviously Jimmy's opportunities were limited today, and Lance, obviously he had more snaps. He had the ability to, make up for his previous, mistakes, and Jimmy didn't really have that opportunity. But you can't lie, Luke. So Luke, what did you think? Yeah, so Luke says 1 series. Yeah, so Jimmy only played 1 series. I was kind of surprised by that. I thought Jimmy would come back in, but it was good to see Trey work with some of the first team offensive linemen, some of the first team skill guys. That was definitely good to see. And yeah, I think Trey, I think he looked good. There were some points where you could tell he was a rookie, and there are other plays where you can see why he was picked with the number 3 overall selection. And I think the 49ers future is bright, regardless of if Jimmy G starts week 1 or if Trey doesn't start a game this year. I think our future is definitely bright. That's for sure. Yeah, Trent in the SIP says Jimmy only played 1, I think. Yep. Yeah. Big play Slay. What's good? Thanks for tuning in to the stream, man. He says, what up, Jay? Nothing much on a Sunday night. Looks like the Chargers are punting the ball. The 49ers get a defensive stop. Looks like River Craycraft was back to return the punt, but he fair caught the punt. So right now it's 4 minutes, 20 seconds left. The Niners still lead 15-10. And I think we're probably going to go to commercial break. Eric, what's good? Appreciate you joining the stream. E, he says, hey, Jay, my Browns won today versus the Giants. Man, good luck, man. Good luck to your Browns. They're going to have a pretty good team. They got a dual threat at the running back position. I think Baker's solid as long as he's working off of play action passing. And also you guys have a pretty good defense. So, yeah, the Browns will definitely be a problem in that AFC North. Luke says that was a good-looking drive by Jimmy. Ended crappy by Brandon. Had to catch the ball. Yeah. Yeah, some people will say, man, like, oh, Jimmy has to throw a better ball, which I agree. He does have to throw a better ball. But Ayuk, if you get your hands on the ball, you got to catch it, man. I mean, not every pass is going to be perfect in your chest. Maybe in practice that's how it is, but in the real games, that's just not how it is. So you have to make plays. When the opportunity presents itself. But I thought Jimmy, he played solid. One thing I noticed difference between Jimmy and Trey is it seems like, I don't know why, but Trey is always looking downfield and he wants to throw deep. And Jimmy, he checks down more often than not. And I can see why people want to put Trey in because, hey, he has an opportunity to make the big throw, he'll usually take that. And Jimmy just doesn't seem like he usually wants to take that risk. He's willing to take the defense, what the defense gives him, which I respect on one end by Jimmy, but it is exciting when Trey comes in and he's willing to throw the ball deep. And it's not like Jimmy is scared, but for whatever reason, Trey looks for that opportunity more often than not. Looks like there's a 2nd and 13 halfback draw by Wayne Gallman. Gets a first down, but of course there's a flag on the play. So that's not good. Wayne Gallman, I thought has looked good. Jermichael Hasty has looked good. I learned out on the stream on like a few minutes before the kickoff that Trey Sermon had an ankle injury, so he would not play. And also, George Kittle didn't play. Jason Verrett didn't play. So a handful of starters on both sides of the ball didn't play. Fortunately, there's a flag holding, so that negates that run. That's unfortunate. John says, I think Jimmy one series was pretty good. Yeah, I think it was solid. It wasn't spectacular, but yeah, I thought it was a solid for one series. I wish he would have played more, honestly. Luke says Lance looked good at times, but he has to learn touch. Absolutely. I would agree. And that'll just come with time, him learning touch. Like, oh, if it's you don't always have to throw a fastball, it's always good to have some touch. All right, so it looks like that was a drop pass by Simba Webster. So it looks like it's going to be 3rd and 17. 49ers are only 5 yards away from the end zone, from their own end zone, I should say. So it looks like it's going to be 3rd and 17. Nate Suffield's in shotgun. Running back moves out and lines up at receiver. So there's 5 receivers out right now. Looks like they're going to do a screen pass. And Hasty gets about 10 yards, and then he's tackled. So looks like it's going to be 4th down. The 49ers will punt the ball back to the Chargers. Thanks for tuning in, Trent, man. I appreciate you tuning in, man. You have a good rest of your night, man. Luke Luna says, you can see if Lance started, he would get Aiden up because the defense will have schemes plus starters, and him looking downfield is what Kaepernick did as well as throwing 5-yard passes like bullets. Yeah, he's definitely got to learn touch. But I'm intrigued to see how he would do against a first-string defense, though. But, he has a lot to learn. He's not a finished product. Lance has a lot to learn. He isn't consistent yet, and that's, and that'll come with time and snaps and games played. All right, so the 49ers punt the ball. They tackle the punt returner. Punt returner gets about 10 yards. Luke Luna says if he doesn't learn to read the shorts first, then read deep to keep the ball moving and find rhythm. Yeah, I mean, so one thing, it's like a double-edged sword. Like, it's exciting that Trey Lance will look downfield and he's looking for the big throw, but then there are times when you just need to, look for that check down, just to keep the offense going and that way to avoid sacks and things like that. But it's definitely exciting to see that he wants to go downfield with the ball. That's for sure. And I think that's what some fans miss. That's what some fans want Jimmy G to do more often, is to throw the ball downfield, which I respect that. I understand that. Redder Foe, what's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream, Redder. How's your Sunday going, man? Did your Steelers play today? It's like Redder says, I'm kind of embarrassed. My Steelers almost lost to the Lions backups. Well, it's just preseason, man. It's just preseason. Don't mean much as far as the score, but all right. Looks like a 2nd and 10, incomplete pass. So we got a 3rd and 10. The Chargers have the ball. And here is the score. Maybe I should have that. Just like the Chargers, 3rd and 10, shotgun formation. Let's see what happens. All right. Chargers quarterback scrambles, tries to get a first down, but gets tackled. So it's like it's going to be a 4th down. Looks like it's going to be about a 4th and 7. So that was a good stop by the 49ers defense. And it looks like the Chargers will punt the ball back to the 49ers. So hopefully we can keep the ball and in this game. Were there any, let me know in the comment section, were there any 49ers who impressed you today? Let me know in them comments. Any 49ers that impressed you today? I would say, okay, looks like a punt. River Craycraft fair caught the ball. So the 49ers have the ball. 4th quarter, about 2 minutes and 1 second left. And 49ers and the NFL have a cut down day this Tuesday in 2 days. The teams have to go from 85 players to 80 players. And I wonder who's going to get cut. I wonder who's going to get cut. Let's see. So Sudfeld is still the quarterback. I really like Trent Sherfield. I think Trent Sherfield, he could be the signing of the offseason for the 49ers, a free agent signing. It's like the Sudfeld hands the ball off to Hasty, gets about a yard, and now we're at the 2-minute warning. And excuse me, we're at a commercial break. I really like the signing of Trent Sherfield. Trent Sherfield has looked really good in preseason and in practice. And, you know, he didn't really make a name for himself in Arizona on the offensive side of the ball because Arizona, they already had a lot of receivers in front of him. But Trent Sherfield is good. He could be the signing of the offseason for the 49ers. I know we got Sanu. He's solid. I haven't really seen much from him in the game as far as, you know, just making plays, but yeah, there's no doubt he will probably make the 53-man active roster most likely. Luke says, I like his upside, though from what I saw, it's still clear to me why Jimmy would start, even though it was short-lived. I mean, honestly, from what I saw today from Trey, I see why people want Trey to start over Jimmy. I can see why. I can see why people want Trey to start over Jimmy, but he's a little inconsistent. Sometimes he's a little wild, and some people would say the same thing about Jimmy. But Jimmy is consistent. I think he's more consistent right now. You know what you're going to get from him. But then Trey has that big play element, and I think that's why people want to see that big play. People want to see that pass today in the first half, at the end of the first half, that play to Trent Sherfield. People want to see that. Fans want to see that. And it just seems like Trey would give that deep option, that deep throw. It seems like he would throw that more often than Jimmy would. But as far as consistency, I don't know if that means Trey is better than Jimmy at this point. We'll see what Shanahan thinks. But I'm glad. I tell you this though. I'm glad that Shanahan allowed Trey Lance to work with the number one offense today. I'm glad he did that. And it was a little shaky at first, but I think he looked good. He's definitely shown why he was picked with the number 3 overall pick. And I think we're in great hands as a franchise at the quarterback position, whether Jimmy starts every game this year or if Trey, starts in the middle of the season or whatever, or if he starts next year. I think this franchise is definitely set up for success. John says, seems like Sherfield and Lance have a connection to it. It does seem that way. Yeah, it definitely does seem that way. And that could be a connection for years to come. But yeah, I definitely really like the signing of Sherfield. That was obviously an underrated signing. Yeah, I can't wait to see him. I don't see how he can't make the 53-man active roster. I don't see how he couldn't. It's unfortunate Juwan Jennings didn't play today. I'm not sure why. I didn't hear why he didn't play. I'm assuming maybe it was an injury. I don't know for sure. But yeah, I was disappointed that Juwan Jennings didn't play today. That was kind of surprising to me. Let's see. Oh, so it looks like Juwan Jennings had a heel injury, and that's why Juwan Jennings didn't play tonight. So yeah, hopefully that heel injury with Juwan Jennings doesn't linger. And John says, given both preseason games thus far, yeah, it definitely seems like Sherfield and Lance have a connection for sure. Right now, it is 3rd and 3, 1:49 left. Luke says, let's go to this play real quick. So it's a single back. Looks like you got at least 3 tight ends in the game, 2 wide receivers, man in motion. And that man was Webster. He goes back in motion. It's like we got a handoff, but then there's a flag. Man, there's so many yellow flags, man, in this game. Hopefully that doesn't carry over into the regular season. Luke Luna says, this is why it's so important for us to have Jimmy, and people need to respect the process. Hate hearing fans act like they will turn on the organization if we don't start a guy that's not ready. Yeah. Nah, I definitely understand that. But hey, fans they're entitled to their opinion, but I'm riding with whoever gives the Niners the best chance to win, whether that's Jimmy or whether that's Trey. Whatever Shanahan thinks, I trust in Shanahan. So it's like that penalty was on the 49ers. It's 3rd and 8, shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers on the field, man in motion. Sudfeld takes the snap. He looks like he's throwing deep to, wow. He threw deep to Travis Benjamin, but it looks like he lost the ball in the lights or something. Man, that's weird. But there's another flag on the play. Payo time. What's good? Thanks for tuning in to the stream, Payo time. And this time the penalty is on the defense. So that's automatic first down for the 49ers. That's good. Oh, yeah. It looks like they're called roughing the passer on the Chargers defense. Thanks for tuning in, Payo time. How's your Sunday going, man? John says, between Jimmy and Trey, Jimmy is more consistent. Trey takes a while to ramp up, but once he's there, he's good. Trey has a higher ceiling than Jimmy. Absolutely. Great minds think alike. I definitely agree with that. And that's why for this year, I could see why Jimmy, Jimmy will make more starts as long as he's healthy and he's not turning over the ball because he's more consistent. But you got to love, Trey has that exciting factor of throwing deep. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to win more games just because you throw deep. That's not necessarily what that means. And Jimmy, he's just, as you say, he's consistent. But Trey does bring that wow factor. And Mohamed Sanu, he did have a touchdown catch in today's game. Let's see. I agree with your thoughts, John. Payo Tom says, how much are you loving football is back? Man, I'm very excited for football. I'm very excited for obviously this game, the last game, and then also next week's game against the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm definitely looking forward to that because I think hopefully the Raiders will be playing their number ones on defense and offense. That way we can get a better idea of what this team is really about going up against, the top NFL competition. Luke Luna says, so you'd start Trey. I don't think what I saw would work over starters in elite teams. I've seen Jimmy find a way to work through elite defenses. Yeah, so one knock is Trey hasn't played against a number one defense. So that is true. I don't know if I would start Trey. I think I would still side with Jimmy at this point. But Trey has impressed. That's for sure. Trey, he has impressed. But yeah, I don't think I would start Trey. So Trey's stats for tonight: he was 8 of 14, 102 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Pocket, sometimes running out of the pocket, sometimes fielding the rush, but that comes with time. That just comes with time. Luke Luna says people who say Zach Wilson is a bust are tripping. That kid looks good. He's got by far my favorite arm in the draft. I haven't seen Zach Wilson yet. Haven't seen him yet, but I would have to take a look at him. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Yeah, I've got to see Zach Wilson. I haven't seen Zach Wilson play in preseason games yet, but yeah, I definitely have to check him out. Luke Luna says, I've said this before, we should only keep 2 quarterbacks and keep an open spot on the roster. I think Shanahan, since he's been with the 49ers, he's always had at least 3 quarterbacks because you do need a quarterback, to run the scout team and all that. Also, usually most teams keep 3 quarterbacks. That's the case. Pale Time says Sunday is going good. Just working on some graphics for my next live stream. Nice, man. Nice. Season is coming up. And it looks like Jermichael Hasty just ran the ball. Looks like they're trying to see if he got a first down or not. Pale Tom says Trey has looked good, but I think you can see he needs to develop. My main thing is his command of the huddle is there yet. Yeah, I mean, he definitely needs time. He definitely needs time to develop. That's for sure. And that'll come with time. And I feel like, Jimmy right now, he is more steady Eddie. And I think that's what Shanahan wants. He's more steady Eddie. He's not so high and low like Trey is. And especially for a team, a playoff caliber team, I just think you need steady Eddie. You don't need all these highs and lows that you get with Trey, even though his highs are really exciting, Trey Lance, but then sometimes the lows are just, you can just tell he's a rookie. He needs to develop more. John says, I'd say Jimmy will be starting quarterback week 1. That being said, once Trey gains more experience and learns to play more consistently at the NFL level, he will be balling. The question is, how long until he's ready? Now, that's a great question. But I agree with you. Jimmy, I think, will start week 1. And I think he will start majority of the games this year. If Jimmy stays healthy, he doesn't turn the ball over, the 49ers are winning. I just don't see why they would change to Trey Lance. Unless Shanahan feels that Trey would give the Niners a better chance to win, which, hey, that's the case. That's the case. I'm rolling with whatever Shanahan feels, but I agree with your thoughts, though, John. Pay your time. That's right. Friendly reminder: hit that like button. I appreciate everyone tuning in to the stream. If you're enjoying the stream, appreciate you guys hitting that like button. Also, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. So it looks like it's about a minute, 20 seconds left. It's 4th and 1. Looks like the Niners might go for it. It's like they're trying to get a measurement from the referee. Looks like the 49ers are still in the huddle. It's 4th and 1. Looks like they're running down the clock. All right, so the 49ers are at the line of scrimmage. Sudfeld's still under center, man in motion, running back in the backfield, another man in motion. It's like they're trying to get the Chargers to go off sides, and they will not run a play. So the 49ers let the clock run out. Smart move. It'll be 4th and 6 due to the delay of game, and the 49ers will punt the ball to the Chargers, most likely. Yeah, and I don't think there's anything really Trey Lance can do in the next preseason game to force Kyle Shanahan's hand to start him. I think it's Jimmy. If Jimmy falls flat on his face, if Jimmy is turning over the ball, then I think he kind of gives Shanahan no choice but to put Trey in as the starter. But I think it's good that Jimmy's going to start, and then they'll sprinkle in just a skosh of Trey Lance in the regular season games. I think that's a good idea. Get his feet wet. And it looks like the 49ers punt team is coming on the field. Luke says, I'll say this. If Lance wasn't such a high character guy with work ethic, I'd be scared, especially if he had to start. I'd be nervous next year even. Yeah. But it seems like, he is a high character guy. He really takes his position seriously. He's putting in all the time and work necessary to be successful. And it looks like the 49ers punt the ball away. The Chargers player gets the ball inside the 10. He's running, and he gets tackled about 10 yards later. So it looks like the Chargers will have the ball. And there's probably about, 44 seconds left in the game. John says Richie James redeemed himself this game, I think, too. I think Richie is solid special teams. But as far as a wide receiver, I think there are better wide receivers on the team. After, of course, Ayuk and Debo, you got Sherfield, you got Sanu, you got Jennings. I think, it looks like the 49ers get a sack on the first play by big number 95, Street. Good job. So, I think Richie James is solid as a special teamer. I just don't want him as a receiver. I think I would rather go with Sanu, Jennings, or Sherfield, in my opinion. All right, so the Chargers throw a pass. It's inbound, so the clock is continuing to run. This could be the final snap of the game, and it's 3rd and 19. Yeah. So this game's over. The 49ers do win 15-10. All right. Luke says, but because Lance is humble with high character and he's got work ethic and cares about what he's doing. No, I would agree. I would agree with that. And the Niners are definitely in great hands, that's for sure, with Trey Lance at the starting quarterback position. Or excuse me, with Trey Lance on the team. I think we're in great hands. The future is definitely bright for the 49ers, whether Trey Lance starts week 1 or if Jimmy G starts. All right, so the 49ers end up winning this game 15-10. Luke says, I was not impressed with Richie James, how hard Lance threw that ball to Benjamin for a touchdown. I don't think James would have caught that 2 out in it perspective. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he would have caught it, but, we've seen Richie James the last few years. And let's just be real, he's just been another guy. And I think there are other receivers on the roster who've made their presence felt. Jennings, Sanu, and Sherfield. So I would rather go with those guys. I would be shocked. I would be surprised if if Richie James and Jalen Hurd make the 53-man active roster. I would be shocked. Tanya Saya, what's good? Appreciate you joining the stream, Tanya. She says, what's up, Jay? Was just at my nephew's Pop Warner Jamboree in Sacramento. Everyone was in their 9 years today. There was some intense conversation about which quarterback should start. Football is back. Hey, that's good to hear. You had an excellent Sunday afternoon in Sac. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a question. Who should start? Not Trey Lance or Jimmy G. That's always going to be a question. Who do you think, Tanya? Who do you think should start at quarterback week 1? Let me know in them comments. Obviously, Trey is, he has highs and lows. That's the only thing with Trey, but that's what you would expect from a rookie quarterback. He's got highs and lows, and Jimmy is just a little bit more consistent. But Jimmy, he doesn't throw the big play. He doesn't make that big throw downfield, and Trey Lance will definitely do that. So it all depends what you want. Some fans want the big play. They want the big numbers, the fantasy points and all that. And I just care about wins. Whoever puts the Niners in the best chance to win, that's what I want to play. That's what I want to start at quarterback. The numbers don't really mean anything to me. But what did you guys think of the game? Let me know in the comments section. Who impressed you guys on defense? Let me know. Anyone impress you guys on defense? There were definitely some players to watch. Obviously, Trey Lance, Sherfield. Unfortunately, Jennings didn't play due to a heel injury. Webster, Arden Key, I thought Hufanga played pretty well. I thought Hufanga and Lenore played well on the defensive side of the ball. And right now, it looks like they're interviewing Kyle Juszczyk on TV. Jay says, we win. Yep, that's right. Yeah, it's good to get a preseason win. I thought we made some plays, and we definitely have opportunity to get better. Let's see. Jay says the defense did awesome. Yep. Yeah, I thought the first half it was a little sloppy, but both defenses were playing hard. Both offenses were having a tough time, moving the ball consistently down the field, or I should say at least scoring points. But yeah, both defenses, they played well in the first half. And Jay also says that Trey Lance was balling. Yeah, Trey Lance, he looked good at times. Yeah, he had some great highs, and then he has some low lows, and I think that's what you get with a rookie quarterback. It's just that inconsistency. And I think for a playoff caliber team, I don't think you want that. You don't want that inconsistency. You want to be pretty even keel, consistent at the quarterback position. But if we were a rebuilding team, then yeah, you probably would put Trey in, or at least let another quarterback start, kind of like the Andy Dalton, Justin Fields situation in Chicago. You probably would do something like that. But yeah, I think since we are a playoff team, I think it makes sense to ride with the more steady guy at the quarterback position. Jay says, let's hope we can beat the Raiders. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be an interesting game. For me, it's not really the outcome because it's preseason, but just to see the 49ers ones go up against the Raiders ones. That's what I'm intrigued to see. And yeah. Definitely looking forward to that. John says, ha, Clinton Dix. Yeah, that's a great point. Ha, Clinton Dix did look good on the 49ers defense. It was good to see him out there. Also, it was good to see Samson Ibuku. It was also good to see him as well. Samson and Ha. Definitely good to see those guys. Samson got a sack. Jordan Willis got a safety sack, so that was good to see. Shout out to Blue True. What's good? Thanks for tuning in, Blue True. That $20 super chat, I appreciate that. Thank you for contributing to Jay and the Bay YouTube channel. She said, Blue True says, congrats on the win, Niner Empire. I appreciate that, Blue True. And hopefully you're enjoying the stream, Blue True. Jay says Trey needs to develop. Yes, you're definitely right about that. Trey does need to develop. And he will have time to develop. There's no rush for him to develop. And it looks like they just showed the commercial for the Raiders game next Sunday at 1 p.m. Definitely looking forward to that. But no doubt, Trey needs to develop. I think he will do that in preseason, and also he'll play in a few games in the regular season. But I think some fans they'd rather see the upside of Trey now than to ride with steady Jimmy, and that's their prerogative. Who am I to say they're wrong? Shout out to Blue True. Luke Luna says Trey should be able to get us over the hump because he got better than last game, and I expect him to look a tad better than today. Okay. I can dig that. Yeah, I think Trey, once he becomes a full-time starter, I think he can develop into one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Absolutely. I agree with that. John said Armstead with the chase down sack was dope too, not giving up on the play. No, that's very true. Yeah, and one thing I noticed about Armstead is on those quarterback rollout plays, he needs to keep outside contained. So when the quarterback fakes like they're handing off the ball to the running back, Armstead needs to stay outside. So that way when the quarterback pulls the ball back, he rolls out. So basically it's a play action. Armstead should be there to hit the quarterback. But I noticed Armstead, he kept going inside down the line, trying to make a play on the running back. But then when the quarterback keeps the ball, rolls out of the pocket, Armstead has to be there. But no doubt, John, that was a great play by Armstead to not give up on the play. And yeah, I definitely agree with that. He did not give up on the play. And Jay says Armstead was solid. Yeah, he was solid. I agree. Armstead was solid. Yeah, I'm trying to think of any other playmakers on defense. I think Lenore plays solid. Obviously, Clinton Dix looked good. Dre Greenlaw, I think he looks solid. So I think the defense looks solid. I mean, we only allowed 10 points to the Chargers, so yeah, I think we did pretty good. Jay says Ambry Thomas needs to be less grabby. Yeah. Yeah, that's a rookie corner for you. And I think he'll learn that. He'll learn that. But I think what helps that is a great pass rush. And I wonder next week, will Bosa or D Ford play? I'd be shocked. Will Kinlaw play? Probably not. So you're right there already without your three best defensive linemen. And we'll see what happens next week. John says, I think they're hiding Trey's running aspect of the game, keeping it under wraps until the regular season. That's an astute observation, John. I would agree with you on that. A lot of teams, they're just putting their vanilla offense, vanilla defensive plays out there because it's preseason. It doesn't matter the outcome. But yeah, I think Trey, he'll definitely probably do some more running in the regular season when we just sprinkle a skosh of Trey Lance on the offensive side of the ball. And yeah, that's a great observation. I want to see Trey run a little bit more, but I think we'll have to wait until the regular season to do that. And I think that's a good idea by Kyle Shanahan to keep that under wraps. And, I wonder, will Kittle play next game against the Raiders? I know he hasn't played this preseason. I know he is a vital piece to the offense in the running game and in the passing game. But I want to see Kittle out there on the field. But obviously it's a meaningless game. But Jay says Our fans fill up SoFi. It shows you the Chargers need to move. Yeah, man, the Chargers need to go back to San Diego, man. I agree. Chargers definitely need to go back to San Diego. Get their own stadium situated, but that's the issue for the Chargers. But obviously, I know their fans would probably want them back in San Diego, most likely. But I appreciate everyone tuning in to the stream tonight, this post game. Um, I enjoyed being on with you guys for this hour. I'll probably definitely do it more often with the pre and post games this week. You can definitely expect that on the Jay and the Bay YouTube channel. Shout out to Blue True for that $20 super sticker. And they say congrats on the win, Niner Empire. Definitely appreciate that. I appreciate everyone conversing with me in the chat tonight. I think Luke had one more comment. Let's see. Luke says, Jimmy to me had the best drive of the game. It ended due to a missed catch, but that looked more put together and more of what I'm used to seeing, but also more of what I like to see. I don't know if I can agree with that, Luke. I mean, Trey Lance, he had that drive, at the end of the first half, 6-play, 75-yard drive. I think that was probably one of the better drives of the game. I loved how Trey Lance, he knew it was zone coverage. He knew when Sherfield ran that little fade route or corner route or whatever, Trey anticipated the throw. So he didn't wait till Sherfield was wide open to throw. He threw it because he knew that linebacker was in zone coverage. He knew that linebacker was not going to run with Sherfield. And that was a hell of a play. I want to see – now, I can't lie. I would have to look at tape to see if Jimmy does that consistently. I can't really say if he does or not, but it was just great to see. I noticed it on the replay that that Trey threw the ball before the receiver was open, and that's what you got to do, because if you wait till the receiver's open to throw the ball in the NFL, it's going to get picked off or the pass will get batted down. But I would say Jimmy had a solid first drive. It just sucks that it ended prematurely, Let's see. Jay says the away fans always go to the Chargers game when they play at SoFi. I mean, who doesn't want to go to Los Angeles, baby? Jay says, great stream, Jay. See you in the next stream. Absolutely, man. I'll see you in the next stream. Luke says, how far is San Diego away? Because they really sucks for those fans and that team. Yeah, it's probably a few hours drive. Probably maybe 3 or 4 hours, maybe 2 to 3 hour drive from San Diego to LA. Let's see. Jerome. What's good? He says Jimmy looks like he didn't trust his protection. It seems like it seems like Jimmy always looks like that. Honestly, he's always on the balls of his feet, which is good. He does. I don't know. Trey looked a little bit more comfortable in the pocket. He definitely held the ball longer, but also that's because he's a rookie. He doesn't know, hey, I should probably get rid of the ball here. You don't have to always look for that downfield throw. But, yeah, Jimmy always looks kind of, I wouldn't say skittish in the pocket, but he just looks like he can't wait to get rid of the ball, I don't know why he looks like that, but he's comfortable in the pocket, but Trey definitely looked like he was more comfortable. Trey definitely looked like Trey stood in the pocket much longer than Jimmy, that's for sure. For whatever reason, whether Trey, trusts the line more or Trey is waiting for the routes to develop more, I don't know. But at times it did look like Jimmy did not trust his protection. And we've seen that, unfortunately, before. But I think I'm going to call it a night, fellas and ladies, if there are any on. I appreciate everyone tuning in to the pregame, the postgame, and it's time to get ready for a work week. But I will be streaming this week, most likely. I think I will have a guest on Thursday on my stream or on my channel, and also I want to interview a Las Vegas Raiders fan and get their perspective, how their Raiders did in the offseason, the draft, the free agency, and then how they think they'll do in this season as well. So I'm working on that. I want to get a Las Vegas Raider fan. Jay says, great stream. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for tuning in to the stream. Thanks for your continued support. Shout out to everyone that was in the comments today on the live stream. And shout out to Blue Truth for that $20 super chat or super sticker. And I appreciate everyone watching your boy, Jay in the Bay. And I'll see you guys later in the week real soon. Thanks for tuning in. Go 49ers. And the 49ers did win this game 15-10. See you guys in a few days, hopefully sooner.